Dude, never, ever, ever in my YouTube career. So almost in the 3 years, in the 3 daggum years that I have done YouTube, did I ever think I was gonna be playing freaking FortNite on this daggum on a live? I've played FortNite before on the channel, but on a live? Are you kidding me, bro? And if you would have told me years ago, if you would have told me years ago, 3 years ago, if you look back, the last video I did on FortNite was 3 years ago. If you would have told me 3 years ago, Sonic the daggum Sonic T Hedgehog, Sonic Maurice Orgeville Hedgehog was gonna be in this daggum game, I would have said you're tripping. There's literally no freaking way that we're here, right? Like there's just literally no way. By the way, the game's gonna be really freaking laggy because for some freaking reason it's been a year. I know it's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've streamed. I know it's been a while. I'm sorry. I've just been really busy. Work has gotten like so busy that like I needed to like take a step back and like hold on. Let me shut my door. Let me know if everything's going fine, but work has just been like so hectic and crazy that like I needed to like take a little bit of time away from like just streaming in general and just a little bit on the YouTube side to just like get everything prioritized. Like work needed to take priority over YouTube. Like YouTube's just a hobby at the end of the day that I'd like to make work, but at the end of the day, that needed to take priority. Either way, need to buy all the Sonic stuff. Oh, I did too. Trust me, you want to see? So this account about 5 months ago got hacked, but I got it back, which is great. Because I was not about to lose this account. I've had this account forever. Now this isn't my main account. My main account's actually on my Xbox. This is a different account, but I have all my other good stuff is on this account. So this is technically my main account, but I have an OG account that goes back from like real OG. But I got Shadow, I got Perlica, we got Knuckles, Eggman, Sonic, of course, the GOAT. We got Lethal Company, Juice WRLD, Leve, the GOAT. We love her. Mr. Beast for some reason. I don't know why I bought him, but I did. Mariah Carey. I've got 3 versions of Shaq because I really like Shaquille O'Neal. Mariah Carey again. The Weeknd, you know, we got Venom, Spider-Man, Knuckles best skin. He is really good. Can't believe my GOAT is in Fortnite. I know, that's what I'm saying, bro. I can't believe they, like, if you would have told me 3 years ago, that this is why I didn't want to lose this account. I grinded a whole season to get to tier 100 just to get this guy. The Vader, the GOAT himself, Vader, with soap shoes on. But I was not about to lose this Vader. I just wasn't. I'm like, I'm not losing Vader. I'm just not. But it's good to be streaming again. I feel pretty good. I know I haven't given y'all any content lately, which I'm sorry. I was mainly just saving it for a stream, but also I have South Park as well, you know. Dragon Ball. I got this girl. She's cool. She's on the Battle Pass. And this is another reason I grinded so hard for all of Peter Griffin and his styles. I was not about to lose this account. I just wasn't. But, yeah. I got a bunch of skins and stuff. But, like, yeah, if you would have told me that this, like, I've played FortNite on the channel before, and I do have some FortNite videos coming. But if you would have told me I'd been streaming FortNite, that's crazy, bro. I'm telling you, all the Sonic tubers about to become FortNite creators, and they already have creator codes? Like, are you kidding me? How? Like, I swear you weren't playing FortNite. Well, okay, Fidel makes sense because, you know, Dragon Ball, and he actually plays FortNite, but all these other ones are like, use my creator code. I'm like, how? I'm like, Sonic gets in the game once and you get a creator code? How? What? Like, this is not fair. This is not fair. But if y'all want to see my sprite menu. I've mastered the Tails sprite. I know I'm a Tails hater, but this is the best sprite in the freaking game. One of. If you get the minigun with this guy, the game's over. The game is over. The game is literally over if you get the minigun with this guy. It's just over. Which is why I'm going to equip... If I lose this gold shadow sprite, I'm going to crash out, just so y'all know. Tail sprite's the worst. No, it's not. Y'all tripping, bro. Y'all tripping. Yay! Yay! What y'all know about Trippy Red? The goat. It literally just is not. Tails is the best one. If you combine it, look. I'm a peep game and lock in. I'm gonna put you all on some meta. Watch this junk. Yeah, I'm a Sonic Racing Crossworlds YouTuber, bro. I know meta when I see it, bro. I know how to get. I'm a meta slave. Don't worry, bro. All I use is double ring engine and beat everybody in the race. Don't worry. I know. Let me peep game and lock in. Well, I don't have the tail sprite equipped, so I guess you can't really peep game and lock in, but. That's what it is. So I played this season for 6 hours a day for the past 2 days, and I've only won one game. I just won 2 before this, so if I win once a day, I'm good. I've already won once a day every single time because I'm getting back on my FortNite skills. So, but I'm a little rusty. But I will say it is laggy. It's incredibly laggy. Epic needs to fix their freaking servers. They literally need to fix their servers. I've also not streamed in so freaking long that nobody's watching the stream. We fell off. This is horrible. Anyway, I know what y'all are wondering. Raspy, why aren't you landing at Green Hill? Peep game, lock in. Watch this. I'm an OG when it comes to FortNite. When FortNite was out, you guys probably weren't even born when FortNite came out, all right? I was... a freshman or a sophomore in high school when this game came out. Dude, dang. I can't remember. I really can't remember. Okay, I'm going this way because freak that guy. I am not. Green Hill is a death trap. It is. It is. But everybody's going there as well because that's where you can get 100 overshield. So it's like you kind of just have to go there, you know? Yeah, he saw me. I know he did. Watch this. Come at me, bro! Hold on. Yeah. I know he's mad, bro. He's like, ah! I did not mean to do that, but I did. You think we was born in 2021? This game did not come out in 2021! You know how old I was in 2021? You know how old I was in 2021? I was out of high school in 2021. This game did not come out in 2021. Y'all tripping, bro. Woo! Look at that. Bro got absolutely schmixed. This game came out like when I was a sophomore in high school. So I was like 16 when this game came out. 16 or 17. One of the two. That's not supposed to be a 6-7 joke, by the way. That's literally just how old I was. I promise it's not a 6-7 joke. It sounds like it now. Oh, duh, it was 2017. I don't even remember. Oh, wait. Okay. I thought I screwed myself over. I was like, wait. I just saw that guy. Loser! Watch this. Get pistoled. Get pistol whipped. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Power enhanced already. Look at that. Chad, am I good? Be honest. You're gonna say, dang. You said we weren't even born when the game first came out. Yeah, that's true. Y'all were just babies, bro. Y'all was just little fricks, bro. When you don't stream in so long that your goat is washed. AKA me. Okay, I do need this assault rifle, low-key, I ain't gonna lie. Take it. And let me know if the footage is a little laggy, like footage-wise. The game's gonna be laggy, but footage-wise it might not be. I don't know. It seems like it's doing pretty okay, so that's good. Because last time I tried to record FortNite, it was the most laggiest footage of all time. Okay, Unk. Alright, bro. Come on now. Come on. You know what? I can't even be mad. That's fair. I can't even be mad. That's fair. Because I literally was... Dude. I had an OG! Freaking FortNite OG was so fire though. The FortNite OG season, and now that we have like the whole game mode as well, the game mode's really cool too. Dude, this Mega Man blaster might be my favorite weapon in the game right now. It is so fire. He was like, epic! Oh shoot, 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 oh shoot! Go, 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 go! No! I just got caught lacking. I got caught lacking. I got caught lacking. I'm gonna get this though. That's experience. What you talking about? Oh my goodness, this is not going well at all. Okay. Hold on. We can still recover from this, trust. Trust, trust, trust. Well, he's shooting at somebody. What do you think I'm doing? I would like to extract this guy, because if I don't... A few books like 7 minutes before shop reset. And when it did reset, I bought all the Sonic skins. So yeah, I pretty much did too. Well, I got on like, so I'm back on my night shift now too. So that's another reason why I'm able to stream again, because I'm back on night shift, because I was on the day shift for a little bit. But now that I'm back on night shift, I like bought it like early in the morning. The skins weren't out yet, and I was like, well, I'm not in a rush or anything, so it doesn't really matter. But eventually the skins came out, and I just bought them whenever I came back home. So that was cool. Dude, I need to heal. Oh my goodness, I need to heal. Oh wait, that's right. I have these tacos. Ha! Hey yo. Hey yo. $5,800 V-Bucks, bro. That's less than what I probably spent on DK Goddess of Victory already. I have a problem. And that game has a Persona collab right now. And I'm still trying to get Makoto. I have a problem with that game. I like Nikkei a little too much. I ain't gonna lie. This is so fire, by the way. Look at this. Oh my goodness, it's so fire. Oh, look at that. Cut off. Blue Hedgehog Sonic. Because I am faster than sound. I keep on running around. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay. Where's the music? Oh, it's copyrighted. No wonder. I have all the copyright stuff off. I was like, where's the... Knock the daggum Sonic rings out of him, bro. You see the way he tried to run at me? Like, don't even try it, bro. You just embarrassed yourself. That's crazy. You know what? Chug Jug. Joker will be an event even fat. Yeah. I'm willing to bet that the game's going to start... I don't know how many more Persona fans there are than Sonic fans, but I'm willing to bet the game's going to start lagging like crazy when Joker drops. And I genuinely cannot wait. That's sarcasm, by the way, just so you know. I am going to hate it. I'm still going to buy it, but holy crap. I'm gonna hate playing this game when he comes out. I am gonna grind this whole season. I'm pretty much already almost done with it, actually, but I am gonna grind this whole season out. This is actually a really fun season. It's the most fun I've had with a Fortnite season since the one where they had Deku Smash and the ODM gear. This is a really fun season so far. Really fun. I like it. Minus the lag and the bugs, this has been a really good season, in my opinion, at least. But you never know. Some people are like, oh, this is the worst season yet. I'm like, all right, bro. It's not that bad. Like, come on now. Now, let's be for real. Okay. I do need to get to this distraction. If I lose this shadow, I'm actually going to crash out. I cannot afford to lose shadow right now. Rolling around at the speed of sound. I've got places to go. Got to follow my rainbow. I was only bought the battle pass just for Sonic. I'm not even gonna bother getting the other skins. I mean, I did too, but I was like, you know what? I'm one of those guys. I don't like seeing notifications on my screen. It bugs the crap out of me. So I was like, I'll just get them. So I have them. Why not? Plus, I've already grinded out battle passes anyway in the past. So I was like, why not? Right? Can we get a Sonic Rixel? Okay, this thing needs to hurry the frick up. You know what I just forgot I have unlimited of? Impulse grenades. And I'm just an idiot and... Okay, storm's coming. Come on, come on, come on! Bro! Watch this clutch. This is going to be the most clutch grab of all time, right? Go, 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 go. Look at that. Clutch. Okay. I can use a little bit of this. I'm not gonna lose some hair over it. There we go. Cool. Nice. And I see that. Where you at? I saw you. You ain't slick. Look at that little guy running, bro. Is that a one-up coin? Hold up. It is. Okay, I might be able to get him. I just gotta play it smart. The freaking Mega Man jump, bro. Junk is so goofy. Where you at? There you are. Oh, almost had you. I don't know why I'm so hell-bent on getting this guy, but I just really want to get him. You know what, screw it. I'll get this other guy. Nine times I landed Green Hill and got destroyed the first... MFers using the built-in Sonic emote just to miss all their shots and get absolutely blown up in the... Get their head blown smooth off in the first 10 seconds. Where they at? 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 No! Whoa! Close, 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 close. Call. Oh, I know he's mad though. Hold up. Let me just, I'm toxic. I know. I'm sorry. But I had to. Let me get a new Mega Buster. I probably shouldn't be doing this out in the open, so I'm gonna do it behind a tree. Try to my good at Fortnite, be honest. Thanks, Tails. For once, Tails actually did. As soon as I say that, he's like, "Oh yeah, you are." Like, all right, thanks, Tails, for letting me know I'm good at FortNite. But aside from that one guy that I let get away, let's make that clear. I let him get away, dude. If I get an actual dub first game on stream, that's actually goated. I didn't think I'd get this far, but here we are. You know, I'd like to thank my parents. Wait! Okay. Let's see. Retire back to Crossworlds. Bro, I'm not going back to Crossworlds. At least right now. At least until the meta changes, I'm not going back. I'm telling you. I've actually taken I haven't played Crossworlds in like 3 months, maybe. I said I was going to take a break from it this time, and I actually meant it. Like, I kept saying I was going to do it, and then I didn't. But now, like, I did this time, and I haven't played in 3 months, and it honestly has been the best thing I've ever done. Like, sometimes I'll get I'll, like, look at it in my library, be like, maybe just one race won't hurt. But then I'm like, nah, because then it's going to start the cycle, and I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to kill myself. That's what's going to happen. And then I'll be dead, and I won't be able to make videos for y'all, because I'll be dead. Not you. I don't know who you were shooting at, but... Oh. You don't need a license to drive a sandwich. What y'all know about the paddy wagon? Alright, there's 4 people left. I don't know exactly where they're at, but we're gonna find them. 4 months. Is that for you or for me? It's been close to 3 to 4 months since I played Crossworlds. I haven't touched it since they added... I think since they added, Arlay. I haven't touched it since they added Arlay, basically. Arlay's the last time I played the game. In fact, it was even before that. I didn't even play it when they added Arlay. I'll take that. Ooh. Get a little refill on that Mega Man blaster, why not? Thought I saw movement over there, but... Either way, I'll say, like I said, best thing that's ever happened to me is taking a break from that game, because as much as I love it, holy crap, it was doing way too bad on my mental. And honestly, like, I was already getting burnt out on Sonic anyway. I just needed to take a break. I'm only back for this. Like, don't get me wrong, I still love Sonic. You can tell because I'm playing this, right? But, like, I only took a break from this mainly because I wanted to... I'm still kind of burnt out on Sonic. This is just a really nice... This is really just a nice collab to, you know, really just... hold me over a little bit, but I'm still completely and totally, like, don't expect more Sonic content after this. Don't expect me to be, like, real up on Sonic content after this. Like, don't expect that, because that's just not gonna happen. I'm still very much burnt out on Sonic. This is just, it's FortNite, so it's a different game. It's just got a freaking skin on it, you know? But with a fun season and just some stuff I like. Oh, there you are. Ah! So close. There was no way I was gonna win that, but... Also, dude literally probably had hacks on, because there's no way he got every single one of those shots, but it is what it is, I guess, you know. 4 months for me. It might be. You might be right. Because I was in the middle of that challenge, and then I just stopped. But I also, like, I've kind of, like, as I've been taking a break from Sonic and, like, kind of just taking a step back and just doing my own thing with content, which is what I've always wanted to do anyway. But I've also kind of just looked back and, like, I've gone back through, like, my channel and the comments on all the videos and everything like this. I would not be surprised if I'm like shadow blacklisted from the Sonic community. I really wouldn't be, because I'm kind of, I wouldn't say controversial, but I'm probably a confrontational person in the fan base. I was causing more arguments and more debate than I was bringing anything good. I was bringing in more animosity into a series and a fan base that already has enough of that, right? It doesn't need more of that. So I was like, it's time for me to get out of here, because don't get me wrong, like, I can handle toxicity to a certain extent, but I don't want to keep digging it into the hole that it's already in. And with me being a very opinionated person, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm very opinionated. I don't need that. SA2 and CD hater, yeah. Should have done movie Sonic. No, this is an android of Sonic, so it's technically not Sonic. It's an android of Sonic, a android copy of Sonic, but he's like Sonic in every single way. Hey, we still got second place though, so we're gonna run that back. But either way, I don't know. I just felt like I was more of an inconvenience. Like, I'm still gonna hang out with some, like, I'm still gonna hang out in the Sonic fan base just very loosely. I'm just gonna. I wanted to kind of like try to get in with a lot of the Sonic tubers, but like I said, I'm probably a figure that people probably don't really want to associate with. So I'm like, let me just hang out and like kind of go back into the shadows, and I'll still talk to my Sonic tuber friends that I've made, like, you know, Sendo, BenTube, other people, Linux, a lot of them, you know, really great guys. I wish the best for them, you know, but I originally started out this journey wanting to do whatever I want, so I'm going to go back to doing that, you know? And so, even if it kills the channel and I have to go back to doing it and got to build up that fan base again. Daggum! Oh my goodness! I didn't know FortNite had skins built like that. Holy! Anyway. Yeah, I just felt like I was being more of a problem than I was I wouldn't say a solution. The androids look so good and real to the originals. I'm just gonna pretend they're not. They do look, I will say, despite what the differences they had to make, they do look good. The skins do look good. My only issue with the skins is it is a cosmetic disadvantage. You literally cannot see jack squat when aiming sometimes. Like, half of the reasons I was doing as bad as I was right there is because I can't freaking see over his big ass head, bro. Holy! Like, Sonic, can your head get any bigger? Oh my goodness, bro. Look, bro. I know you're gonna fish. I know you want to fish, and I'm gonna fish, and I like fishing. All right, look, I have a permanent fishing license. That's another reason why I was gone. I was doing that, so getting that thing. Yeah. But it's like I know, but like, yeah, I don't know. To me personally, I just felt like I was being more of a problem in the Sonic fan base than I was an actual, like, solution or trying to help it out like I said I was going to. Like, I've always said, like, oh, I want to help the Sonic community get better. And then, like, I look back at these videos and I'm like, I'm low-key kind of a problem. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm low-key kind of a problem. Freaking Master Chief, bro. Got 200 pumped. So, I just don't want to do that. I would rather stay in my own lane and do Sonic content occasionally when I feel like it and when it feels more beneficial to me. Like, don't get me wrong, the origins of my Sonic stuff is going to be there, so it's not going to be like, oh, if I ever get big enough to where people don't know that I used to be a Sonic tuber, people are going to see me do Sonic and they'll be like, this dude's a LARPer, and then they find out I'm not, because I actually used to do explicitly Sonic for like 3 years, like 2.5 years straight, pretty much. So it's like, it'll be different in that way, but I'm done with... There it is! I've been wanting to get the Brutus's minigun, bro. Finally. Okay, now all we need is the tail sprite, and we'll literally win this game. Watch. Literally, trust me, we will literally win the game. If we get the tail sprite, we will literally win the game. Mark my words. Mark my words right now. In fact, clip it right now. Jarvis, clip this. I do not need you. Frick you. Give me the fishing rod. But yeah, no, either way, like I said, I just felt like I was being more of a problem than I was either a solution or a force that was actually going to be helping people with the Sonic fan base. And honestly, I was naive to even think I could do that in the first place. You can't fix the Sonic fan base. Let's be honest. You won't. You won't. The CD fans are toxic. The Crossworlds comp players are toxic to a point that they'll even deny that the game was made for casuals, and they'll say that it was made for that Sega made the game for comp. Like, it's all over the place. SA2 fans are the most opinionated people on the face of the planet. You're never ever going to win with these people. It's never ever going to change. And I'm frankly, I'm not going to do it anymore. I don't care to do it anymore. That, and I'm just burnt out on Sonic in general. But I'd rather put my energy into being more positive than, is that the double gold cup for the freaking Slurpee? Anyway. Let's do it. I ain't even gonna lie, chat, like, I do be liking FortNite. It's one of the only, like, gun games I'll play. Like, I do play this game a lot, like, off stream. Not, like, a ton. Not, like, all the daggum time. But, like, when I have, like, friends that don't really, like, you know, like, don't play a lot of other games that, like, I play. Like, this is my go-to game for them. Like, I play this game a lot with my friends and stuff. I do be liking FortNite. But there's some seasons that, like, I just feel like are better than others. This is one of them. Like, this season's been really, really good. It's been really, really good so far. I'm very impressed with this season. Aside, like I said, aside from the lag, oh my frick, I'm dead. Aside from the lag, season's been very good. I'm very impressed so far. And I might be dead. Shawty trifling. She looked like a chug splash. What you know about rolling down in the deep? But hey, don't worry. Dude, the Spider-Man content is going to be going back up. Like, I'm low-key grinding the crap out of Spider-Man stuff out behind the scenes. Like, I'm low-key just, like, hitting record and just playing the game. So there's a bunch of Sonic stuff. I recently played FortNite for the first time in years with the boys, and it was a blast. I know. You know what I literally just got done doing before playing, like, before streaming? Playing with the homies, bro. Literally playing with the homies. Especially Zero Build. Zero Build just makes this game 10 times better for me. Zero Build is just better. Like, I can't play, like, and I'll admit it. Yeah, I'm not good at builds. I'll admit that. But, like, at the same time, I don't need to be good at builds to enjoy the game. Like, I enjoy this game without builds. And honestly, this game wasn't really a builds-based game when it first started. Like, it was, but it wasn't. If you get what I mean by that. Like, it was a builds-based game in the way that, you know, you built, but you barely built anything. But now it's like everybody builds like the freaking twin towers as soon as you get hit now. And it's so annoying and I hate it. But I did that wrong because of freaking tree. Is that a loser shooting at me? Hold on. Yeah, look at him. Y'all ready? This is why I said I wanted the minigun so bad. Y'all ready? Peep game lock in. Watch this. This is going to be comp, trust. Come out. Come out. You know you want to. Come out. Oh, he's gonna be so mad when he dies, trust. Yep, see. Oh, I know he's so mad. I'm about to make him angry. Are y'all ready? Yeah. I am that guy. Don't worry about it. You hit the chug splash. Let me heal. Shawty trifling. She look like she a chug splash. What the frick? Oh. Homer Simpson! Dang, bro. He had the same idea as I did. Look, he had the same idea! I told you, bro, it's comp. It's literally comp, bro. It's comp. Crossworlds players wouldn't know comp if it hit them in the face, bro. It's crazy. Let me chill. Chill, bro. This is why I'm confrontational, bro. It's not even me, like, not letting go of it. I just like to troll. Because I'm just a prick, you know? I don't know. Claim this junk. Flight simulator? It's an emote? I thought this was a... It's... Sonic has Tails' plane now? Ugh, I hate it. I hate it. I thought that was a glider. I think I have a... Don't I have a... I think I have a lander. That's like a surfboard. We need to do SA2 reference. It's not this one. Where is it? I know I have it. I do have this beauty right here, though. Oh, yeah. This could work. It kind of looks like Sonic Riders board. Oh, hold up. Yeah, let's do this. Let's let Sonic Riders in on him. Y'all want to Riders in on him? Oh, this is the one. Oh, I have the Peter Copter. Wait. Listen. Peep game lock in. Listen. Yeah, you know I wasn't about to give up Peter Daggum Griffin, bro. I'm never unlocking this. Yeah, I'm never unlocking it. I thought about it for a split second, but I'm never gonna do it. Okay, anyway. I'm nervous about using one of these in a match, because I'm gonna lose it. Like, I literally just lost that adventure sprite, did I not? Let's just go in raw dog. Let's raw dog it. You know what I'm saying? Let's raw dog it. Count my V-Bucks. Chat, should we do some Chat, should we do some should we get some of y'all in the lobby? Y'all wanna should we do some duos, whatever, duos, trios, whatever, chat? Y'all wanna join? I can't guarantee I get you a dub, but you know. Yeah. You don't stream for almost a whole year and you just fall off. I'd be down. Shoot, we should. Hold on, let me do this game if I don't die. You know what? It's gonna be a war zone down here, but I'm willing to take the risk. Let's do it. Let's land Green Hill once for the stream. Once for the stream. Once for the stream, we'll land Green Hill. Yo, the flip was so fire! Okay, boom. Look at that, dude. It actually kind of looks Sonic Riders-y, too. That's compy, bro. That's compy. This is such a bad idea. Look, bro, let me run past you, and I'll let you do your thing. I'll do my thing. All right, let me just be Sonic for a little bit, all right? I like how Green Hill's not playing, because apparently it's copyrighted. Like, if you don't play Green Hill, literally, I've done so many Sonic videos, I know Green Hill's not copyrighted. FortNite, you're bugging. FortNite's low-key bugging. Ooh. Step 1 to overpoweredness. You know what? It could work. It just might be useful. Drum gun! I'm low-key spamming, I ain't gonna lie. Oh yeah, look at that. Ooh, a red chest in there. Green Hill is fire, though. I don't know what happened to me in the time that I start. Oh, I don't have you. You're actually legendary. Oh, I need to extract this guy. ASAP Rocky. ASAP Rocky. This guy needs to get extracted. If I don't extract him, I'm literally just a freaking loser. Okay, there's an extraction point over there. I just need to make sure I make it. I did see a guy right over there. So he's probably going to pop out right here. Let's see. Chug splash. Okay. Oh, look, he popped up. Okay. He's going to call down that. I think he's going to call that. There you are. You tried it. Okay. Okay. Not as bad as I was thinking it was going to be, so that's good. Look, we're holding our own in Green Hill right now, chat. Okay. I'm going to extract this guy, but I'm going to keep the tails because I don't really need... But this guy's a legendary, so I would hate to lose him. 100% would hate to lose him, I'm not going to lie. Can this thing go any faster? Holy crap. Not to mention it's so loud, too. And nobody cares, and it sucks. We're in a season where everybody cares about sprites now, bro. Nobody cared about sprites until this season came out. But that's because the sprites are actually good now. That's why. But nobody cared about sprites when this came out. Look at him ore farming, bro. Okay. Take that. Go ahead. And extract that. I do need some ammo for the drum gun. I hear you. Ooh! This dude is tweaking. Yeah, the 8-bit. If I can get the minigun, we'll literally be so up. We'll literally be so up. We'll literally be so up. I'm actually better, and this is funny too, because like I feel like I'm doing okay. I'm actually better at third-person shooters than I am first-person, but I have a lot of experience with first-person shooters because I grew up with a lot of friends that played like first-person shooter games and stuff like that. And I grew up with that a lot, so you know, I wasn't allowed to have them, but I was allowed to play them at friends' houses. But I was not allowed to have Call of Duty until I was like, what, like 15 maybe? Honestly, I didn't care though. Like, I'm not like a shooter game fan in general anyway, so it didn't bother me. But watch this. Boom! Oh, I know he's mad. Got absolutely shreked. Shimona. Oh, hold up. Yo, let's get an override console. Y'all ready? Let's get an override. If somebody didn't summon it already. Which I think they did. Dadgummit! We were late! Yeah, that didn't save you, bro. Constant heal, and that did not save you. Bro really thought he was going to get away with a constant healing, and then immediately got wrecked. I'd love to have a chug jug, I'm not going to lie. Okay, I'm almost out of this, so I'm going to have a chug jug. I wanted to see if we can get Sonic speed. I would have loved to get Sonic speed. Yo. You know, Fish was up in here earlier talking about how, like, they got owned in Green Hill. I'm the Sonic God. Y'all forgot. They can't pull up to my... You see all this? This is my streets. These are the streets I grew up on. These are my streets. You can't expect to pull up to my streets and for me to lose. You just can't. You can't expect me to pull up to my streets and lose, bro. You can't. I own these streets. I own this block, bro. Ooh. There we go. Nice. Good stuff. I literally own these streets so much. It's not even funny. It's not even funny how much I own these streets. Okay, it's time to go fast. Y'all ready? Where are we going? We're that way. Okay. Da, 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 Okay, cool. Let me get this actually reloaded. There we go. Okay, some looted chest here. Oh, legendary drum gun. That'll actually probably... The drum gun's been helping us out in the air so far. So I'm not opposed to having it, but I will replace it for the minigun if we end up getting Brutus's minigun. It's 100% getting replaced if we get the minigun, because the minigun's just that good. You know what this reminds me of? I don't know if y'all were here for this season. Probably not, because y'all were probably like non-existent babies at that point. Whereas I was alive. This reminds me of the Citadel, bro. This reminds me of the Citadel from that one FortNite season. Like one of the best FortNite seasons that there was ever existed, which was the one where they had Deku and all them from My Hero and stuff in there. There is a guy there. Okay. I'm not gonna be stupid. I'm not gonna be stupid. I'm just not gonna be stupid. It would have been funny to kind of go in and like screw him over just for the fun of it, but look, who am I to deny somebody their sprites, right? Okay, you're there. There's a lot of camouflage here too, so I gotta be careful. I'm low-key just gonna camp here for a second. Go do your thing, Tails. I don't know. Imagine if you could see sprites and you're just sitting here bush camping and then this dude's just standing out and they're like, why the frick is this guy standing outside the bush? And then you just get freaking 200 pumped to the head. That'd be hilarious. Oh, look at that. Yep. Look at them squirming around. They look like little ants running around. They look like wasps when you try to hit them with like a wasp spray. Just squirming around. Get minigun to loser. Easy. Already mastered? Yeah, I know. That's why I did it. Look at him trying to get up to me, but he can't. What a sad little existence. Okay, need more ammo. As long as this minigun's got ammo, I have victims. Okay, that's crazy. Let me rephrase that, because that was actually insane. Hello? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? There you are. Oh, I know Peyton's mad, bro. Peyton is mad as frick. I know he is. That's why I'm gonna, be a little toxic, you know. Y'all can't hear it because I have copyright stuff off, but, you know. So I can still get paid for the stream, because what you talking about? I'm trying to get paid, bro. Give me this. I don't need only. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Alright, 4 people left. 500. Y'all ready? Watch me win this. Watch me win this. Accuracy means nothing when you have the minigun, bro. You literally just don't need accuracy when you have the minigun. You just don't. I don't care if the accuracy counter's low. I care that I win. Right? And like I said, this is meta right here. Watch this. This is Pete game and lock in. Where are they coming from? I heard those footsteps earlier. Look at this. 4 people left. 12 kills. I'm about to have 13, 14, and 15. And I think 16. I can't count. Hold on. And the good thing is I don't need to worry about getting rid of this Tails sprite, because I already mastered him. He's just here. They're scared of me, too. You know they're scared of me. Like, look, they ain't out here, bro. They ain't out here. They scared of me. I'd be scared of me, too, if I was them. You know? If I was them, I'd be scared of me, too, you know? I could just chill here and let them kill each other if I wanted to, really. In fact, that's probably what I'm about to do. I'm just going to sit here, and I'm going to chill, and I'm going to wait, and watch them reveal themselves. You hear it? Yep, look. Oh, that's his partner. Better hope your aim's better. Where'd he go? There you are. It is a little hard to see, I ain't gonna lie. Gotcha. I know he's mad too. That's the greatest part about it too. When you win, you just know they're mad. You just know they're mad. I told you, look, that was the fourth guy. So there's one more unfortunate soul that's about to befall victim to my minigun wrath up in the air. You literally, it's meta. It is, you cannot win. You just can't beat it. Peep game lock in. You literally just cannot win. You just got to be good at the freaking game in order to beat it. And most of these people, bro, are probably console players that relied heavily on aim assist, bro. So they probably have no aim. And to be fair, I kind of don't either. But that's besides the point, right? I'm just the better sprayer, you know? And that's all that really matters. I shoot first, ask questions later. I know they're scared of me, though, too. The fact I haven't seen them literally means they're scared. They are scared out of their britches, bro. They gotta be. We're under an extraction too. If they want to get those extractors, yep, there they are. Yep, look, he saw me. Hey, you better hope I don't run out of ammo, which this is gonna be a while for you, buddy. Unfortunately, I might have to destroy some of these trees because they're kind of the only thing keeping me covered right now, but... What? Bro. Oh, I see him. He's under the tree. Got you. Last guy now. And he's probably under the tree I was on, too. Where's he at? He's gonna have to move too, because Storm's gonna kill him. If we get on flat land, this guy is literally cooked. Oh, there we are. Y'all ready, chat? Here comes the dub. Told ya. It literally cannot be beat, bro. Right foot creep. I told you it can't be beat. And that's a crown win, too? Oh, I know he's mad, bro. You literally cannot beat that strat. It is so meta, it's not even funny, bro. Elimination collector. 15 eliminations. And a single game. Master attractor. Look at that, bro. If you want the dubs, look at that. Accuracy 11%. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Because guess who won? Maybe I should become a FortNite YouTuber, guys. Chat. What do y'all think? Should we poll it? FortNite YouTuber right now? FortNite YouTuber right now? Alright. Should we open up some duos? Y'all want to join on? Would y'all like to? The gritty still kills me to this day. I know, that's what I'm saying, bro. They be grittying. Gritty. See what we got. I low-key be playing with controller, but I navigate the menus with the frickin' We're getting close, though. Right foot creep, bro. And I won with Sonic. Does that mean the next round we gotta win with the GOAT himself? In all his superpowered glory? Hold on. I actually... change this. Hold on. And yes, I have presets, all right? Look, I have so many, I just gotta have the presets. I wish I could play the song, but I can't. And I'm surprised that that one even is, like, copyrighted, to be honest with you. Would y'all like to join, chat? If we could get a squad with all the Sonic skins, that would actually be fire. A squad with all the Sonic fires, with all the Sonic skins would be fire. I'll be Sonic, of course, because I'm the leader. You know, the GOAT. Oh, have y'all seen the back bling glitch? Bro, look at how much aura my guy Knuckles has with this junk on, dude. Did they patch it? No! They patched it! No! Wait, no, they didn't! Wait. No, they didn't. Look. Dude, look at how much aura this guy's got. Look at how much aura! Oh my goodness! Why does it work so well? Piccolo's cape on Knuckles works so well, dude. You can't tell me it doesn't. Oh my goodness, the aura, dude. The aura, the absolute aura on my guy Knuckles. Oh, I was like, what the frick? And then you just do get cooked. I know! That's what I'm saying, bro. It's so tough, dude. And it works better because he's taller. If he was like super short, like the regular Knuckles, like I don't think it would work. Unless you gave him a small one, you know? A small cape. A small cape. And the worst part, though, is when you go into a game, you can't see it. I wish you could see it when you go into a game, but you just can't. But it's so tough. It's so tough. It's so tough. But anyway, chat, would y'all like to... Sonic also gets it, so that's pretty tough, too. Would y'all like to, join? Yeah! 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 Hit him where it hurts. Cause he's the opposite lurk. You know, I just forgot. I don't have my hold on. Wrong thing. Hold on. Actually, that might be the right thing. No, here it is. I didn't have my chat pulled up for some reason. And recent events. There we go. I just realized that my chat wasn't pulled up on here. I got rid of it because my OBS was doing some weird stuff before. But now it's not. So it shouldn't. Hold on. Legitimately curious about who's your favorite Sonic character, and would you be down for Sonic X? Well, my favorite Sonic character is the one that's on screen, Sonic. But my second favorite would be Knuckles. He's the GOAT. If you don't count Sonic, Knuckles is definitely the best. Ignore that. Ignore that on the corner of the screen, chat. You don't need. Do I not have this? I guess not. No. Ignore what I'm doing right now. I'm just signing into Streamlabs. Why don't I have a... I can't... There we go. There we go. Yep, there it is. There it is. Never mind. Just a second, chat. Yes, it's me. Look. I know. Why did it sign me out of Streamlabs, by the way? Oh, I think it's because I did a bunch of stuff. Okay. That should work. Now. Chat, type something. Type something. Anyway, we got a FortNite dub, so I'm pretty happy with that. Epic is highest rarity. I kind of want to try the Oni shotgun and see if it's kind of compy. Like, I really want to try it and see if it's kind of compy, you know? E. Yeah, it worked. Thank you. Thank you. Like, the Oni shotgun's pretty compy. So I'd like to try it. And you know they had to add the Sprite Garden. You know they had to add the Sprite Garden after everything. Like, they were like, let's add a Sonic season. And then they're like, oh, but it wouldn't be a Sonic season without a Sprite Garden because Chow Gardens, like, you knew they were going to do that junk, bro. All right, Chow, which one should we take into fight? Let's do, you know what? I'd like to try the Oni shotgun, but I would like to do the gold 8-bit Sprite first to get him and level him up. So let's do that. Gotta go all the way back up because I have so much freaking items. This is just the better back bling low-key with the green hill running in the back. Like Sonic X Knuckles unleashes like Sonic X Shadow Gens. The Sonic portion is the same as Unleashed recompiled, and Knuckles unleashes Shadow Gens movement with DK Bananas. That'd be cool. But I feel like save that for a full-on Knuckles game. Because, like, here's the thing. Knuckles is one of the only other characters aside from Shadow that's actually gotten a game, you know? And people really like Knuckles. He's a really good character. Save it for that. And then he gets an actual, like... And then he gets like an actual game that's kind of like DK Bonanza, because I've played DK on my off time, you know, and I've really liked it. It was cool, you know, because obviously I'm playing a lot of games that aren't Sonic right now. I'm just trying to experiment with stuff that works. But you know, let's do another solo game, chat. Y'all think I can win another solo back to back? The answer is no. Wait. Whoa, 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 whoa! Hey, take that off, There we go. Does the game not want me to lose it? Okay. I probably should have listened to the game. I'm probably going to get absolutely owned here in a second. Oh, I should have listened to the game 100%. Why do you... Okay. Well, I forgot to change the skin on my... I forgot to change it back to the Sonic skin. That's unfortunate. Do it later. Alright, y'all ready? And you know what's funny? I won that game when I landed in Green Hill, too. But you know what? I'm gonna land here. I'm gonna land at Obscure... the location. No food or movies. I'm out of here. Alright. Type of Miles Morales or running enough Shadow Gens deal sequel type deal in which it borrows mechanics from Shadow Gens or Frontiers to test new ideas to build on later. I mean, yeah, they could do that. Obviously, it would make a lot of sense, but I don't know. Me personally, I feel like they need to kind of like they're kind of in a good trajectory right now with like how Frontiers has gone and Shadow Gens and stuff like that. And I would like a Knuckles game, but I think if they were to focus on another individually focused game right now, it would kind of ruin the trajectory they're on, I guess is my understanding of it. But you know, I'm not really like up to date with Sonic right now. I've basically been tuning it all the way out. Because you know, I'm on to Spider-Man and stuff like that. I'm really only on Fortnite because of you know, the Sonic collab stuff, but you know. Are you shooting at me? You are. Frickin' sock monkey, get out of here. Yeah, I'm not like really up to date on Sonic as much as I was. I just know that the anniversary's been kind of disappointing. I mean, if this kind of counts as anniversary stuff, then I'm not gonna say I'm gonna take it back, because regardless, we could have at least gotten news for a title or something relating to an anniversary title. We could have gotten something at the least, but we just didn't, you know, so we're just kind of stuck here in limbo. But if this also counts towards anniversary, I'll say it's made it a little better. They really did go all out for this collab, and I'm not gonna lie, it's really cool. And honestly, one of my favorite things about Sonic is really more or less the collabs than they are the games. And that's kind of why I'm really playing it right now, is because, like, although I'm really burnt out on Sonic, I'll never really get tired of Sonic collabing with stuff that's, like, not a mobile game. And collabing with a shooter game that I actually like, Fortnite. Like, you know, like, say what you want about Fortnite. You can say it's a kid's game all you want, all this kind of other stuff. Say what you want about Fortnite. I like it. It's fun. I love playing it with my friends and stuff like that. I always do. And now that like, I can say that life has been complete for me in terms of Fortnite. In terms of Fortnite, like, Fortnite is now done for me. Like, Sonic's in it, Deku's in it, Goku's in it. Literally all the characters that I even really care, and Spider-Man's in it. Literally all the characters that I am absolutely obsessed with and love to death are in this game. And all of them have had, aside from actually no, all of them have literally had their own mythic gimmick. We had the Kamehameha for Goku, we had the Spider-Man web shooters for Spider-Man, so we had that, and then you had the spin dash for Sonic, and then you had the smash for Deku. Literally every single character that I care about and I love, like, in any like media that I'm obsessed with, has gotten what I've gotten what I've wanted from Fortnite, and have at one point played it. Will I ever get to see some of those mythics ever return again? Probably not. But knowing Sega and how generous they usually are, you never know. We could see this spin dash mechanic stay around a little longer than we think. You never know. I don't know. That's just the way I see it. But I'm really looking forward to, like, you know, like, I'm just satisfied with where Fortnite is now. Like, honestly, like, Fortnite is complete for me. I need to hurry up before we'll do the Mega Buster here. Why not? I don't need drum gun. Now that I got the minigun. But that's just the way I kind of, like, you know. That's how I feel about it. But who knows? If y'all are liking this enough, if it seems like I'm skilled enough, and when some of the videos come out this week, because I didn't do any videos because I knew I had thought about streaming, and I was like, you know what, I didn't do any videos this week, so let me stream at least, and, you know, kind of make a return on streaming, because it's been like a whole year since I streamed. But if I stream, if y'all like the videos enough, maybe I'll do some more Fortnite. Maybe I'll become a Fortnite content creator. Who knows? I don't think I'm that good, but I'm not taking it because I already have one. But the luck is actually crazy. And the new X-Men reboot. I just hope no Sharp isn't going to be Iceman. I mean, yeah. I mean, we technically have a reboot, but we don't, because we have the X-Men in the MCU, and then we have the Fox ones that are going to get killed in Doomsday, that are going to try to off Toby. And let me tell you, bro, if they kill my goat Toby, I'm gonna be racist towards these bum-ass mutants, bro. Nobody, look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All the mutant fans here are gonna be so upset with me when I say this, but I'm sorry. Mutants are so freaking lame, bro. They are so lame. Like, holy crap, they're lame. The only ones I even remotely care about is Magic, Deadpool, and Jean Grey. And, like, that's it. What's good, bruh? Sold my soul to be popular. I know he's gonna want that run back, so I gotta be quick. 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 I know he's gonna want that run back. And he's real, too, I can tell. The fact that he hid behind a daggum... The fact that he hid behind a, what is it? He hid behind that? That means he's real. Look, I already hear him coming back. I told you he's gonna want that run back. But I got rid of his only one-up coin, so... oh, there it is. Here. I get Shadow. Okay. I already have you too, so we're good on that. Okay, before I go anywhere else, I do really need some shield. I'm not about to go anywhere without... I really need to get some shield before I do anything else. I like the mutants, also Deadpool. He kind of is, technically. He's, so, he is a mutant, but his ability is just very useless. People don't know this about him, but literally his mutant ability is that he's just really good with swords and like knives and stuff. It's just all his other abilities he's gotten makes him all his abilities that he got via the experiments gave him more abilities, but he is technically a mutant. He just has he's like the first wielder of One for All. He just had a super useless power that like literally no one cared about. Which was just, he's really good with guns and knives, and that's it. And, like, swords. Like, he's just really good with any weapon he picks up. That's, like, that's his mutant ability. Literally, that's it. People just don't know it, because he doesn't really talk about it, but... Anyway, still useless. I like the mutants, though. Iceman, Nightcrawler. See, I like Magic a lot now, especially because of Marvel's Tokon, but... I would be lying if I said that freaking what's-his-face gets on my nerves like crazy. Wolverine. Hi, how are ya? I wanted to do that. That was that guy trying to get his run back on me, I think. Constant heal. Oh. I appreciate that. You never know. Deadpool's a mutate, not a mutant. That's like saying Spider-Man or the Fantastic Four is a mutant. I mean, he got powers, but he had powers. It was just a useless power. That's all it was. Like, the actual, like... Spider-Man got his powers. Wolverine. I honestly, like, don't get me wrong, I it's not that I don't believe in Insomniac, because I do. I freaking love Insomniac. But I'm gonna pass on the Wolverine game, just because I'm just not a huge fan of Wolverine. He's just annoying, and I don't like that he's constant, like his whole thing, like, and I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, so a part of this comes from just me being a Spider-Man fan, but he literally, deliberately will just screw over Spider-Man because he wants to. Not because, like... Not because he, you know... Oh, he hates him or anything. Like, he doesn't even really have a reason to do it. He just does it because he wants to. Hey, you're dead. Deku fan? 325? And you disappointed me that much. That's crazy. You absolutely just disappointed me, bro. I'm shocked. Really, I'm shocked. I could get that Jackrabbit sprite. I'm very, very close to leveling this up. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna call the extraction gate. I'm gonna run over here because I knew he was gonna do that as soon as I freaking... Frick you. And I already have a crown, loser. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drink this. Oh, I know he's mad too. Look at that, we maxed him out too. That's great. I haven't even used this once. We're gonna max this out, and then I'm gonna go get that Jackrabbit sprite that was over there. Oh, let me emote real quick. Woo! Got you. Boom. Hey, I got it extracted. That's all that matters. I got it extracted. That's all that matters. I did lose the crown, though. But I got that extraction. Or Iceman and Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler, really, but Iceman's just kind of there. Like, he's really forgettable, I'm not gonna lie. Iceman's, like, probably, like, one of the most forgettable heroes of all time. I ain't gonna lie. That dude, you would only know him if you, like, were, like, deep cut into the original, like, 90s stuff. Could say Cyclops is willing to kill people if he deems them enough of a threat. Like, but that's the thing. Me as a hero, I would be the same way. Like, I don't... Like, don't get me wrong. I'm a lot like Spider-Man where I believe in second chances. But I believe if, like... I believe that, like... If you... Either one, you're just too powerful that, like... Putting you away would not solve anything, and the world would just be screwed over because you're too powerful to be left alive, or you know, like you're just like you're as crazy as like you're a mad titan like Thanos or something, or like you're just a crazy genocidal maniac and you're never gonna change. Then I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna kill you just because like we cannot have this happen. But like generally, I would be like, I believe in second chances. Wolverine, I don't know. There's just always been, I can't really explain it because there's just always been this like thing about Wolverine that I've just never really like, jived with Wolverine, I guess is the best way to put it. Like, I've never really like, I know he was like one of the big guys back in the day. Like, he was one of the, like, he was like the big three of Marvel back in the day. But I've never really like, I don't know. I've just never really, like, seen Wolverine and been like, oh, yeah, like, he's cool, or, like, he's, like, my favorite hero. I don't know. I've just never really, like... He's never really just been a guy that I've been, like... I don't know. And maybe it is just because, like, I can detect that he's not really fully a hero in a lot of aspects. He's not, like, you know, like, he's very much, like, murderous and stuff like that. You know, and like I don't know, he also just doesn't listen like at all, and it's very annoying. Like, it just, like, I don't even know why he's wasting time being, I don't know why he's wasting time being on the X-Men if he's just gonna want to work alone half of the time, you know. And like, he also just, and that's the other thing too, it's not even just because he screws over Spider-Man. He deliberately screws over other people just because he wants to, or because he just, or just because he doesn't like that person. Like, I get it if you don't like that person, but like, at the same time, like, bro, are you kidding me? The only person that I feel like deserves to get screwed over and then he doesn't do it is Deadpool. And he won't screw him over. But like you're telling me, like, the minute Jean Grey, there was a comic I remember where, like, he was not into Jean Grey. And then there was one time where, like, he had a mission where he had to go with Jean Grey for something. And Jean Grey kind of fell for him a little bit. And he spared no time at all screwing over Cyclops and literally just cucking the guy. That's literally what he did. Literally what he did. And he did the same thing with Spider-Man with MJ. Like, what are we doing? Why? What is the point? Like, dude, you like, I get it. You've lived for over thousands of years. You're probably freaking horny as frick. But like, bro, it's not that deep. And you don't want to like, literally Spider-Man has bit the dude's claws, and you're telling me you still want to mess with this guy? He just doesn't learn his lesson either. That's the other thing. Like, bro's not Tony Stark. He does not learn from his mistakes. We'll do some questionable stuff. I mean, that's fair. I feel like he led Black Ops missions with X-Force and carried out certain assassination missions. They thought he could be a threat to mutants. Yeah, I mean, it's fair. But I also, like, the thing with the mutants, though, is, like, I also just don't... With the way they get treated, I get that they want to treat them differently. Because they're like, oh, if we treat them this way, then we won't get what we want for mutant kind. But at the same time, I also don't blame them if they're like, yeah, let's just kill people. But also, like, that's the thing, too. Wolverine, in some iterations, they make him a little better. And they're like, oh, I want to fight for this cause or whatever. But then he, like, as soon as he's like, I want to fight for this cause and fight for the X-Men. And then the next thing you know, he's going out just killing literally everyone. I'm like, you want good for mutants. You want good for mutants, but you're literally murking every last person you see. Very selfish person who struggles though. Yeah, pretty much that. And like he's not real. He doesn't really stick to what he believes in. He wants mutants. He wants fair treatment of mutants, and then he doesn't do anything. He doesn't do anything to earn that. He doesn't do anything to make people believe like, oh, mutants aren't gonna hurt us, or oh, they're no different from us. He literally will just be like, oh yeah, we shouldn't kill these people because, you know, like, humans wouldn't do it, even though they're literally all humans anyway, so does it matter? And then he just is going on a killing spree for literally no reason. He's like, all right, bro. Like, Deadpool I understand, because Deadpool's like a, you know, like, he's crazy, or like the dude should not be freaking alive, but, you know, that's different. But you know, like, the only other one, and she's kind of irrelevant, nobody really cares about her, but like, which sucks because she is a cool character. The only, like, mutant that's actually, like, really freaking good and really, like, cool, Storm. Like, she's probably one of the most purest ones of all of them, and nobody really cares about her. I saw a video the other day where somebody was trying to talk about, like, Spider-Man Brand New Day sales getting, like inflated and whatnot, and they're like, if they make a Storm movie, it'll sell 10 times better than a Spider-Man movie. I'm like, are we serious? This is Spider-Man, the literal face of Marvel. And you're talking about some, oh, it'll sell millions if you make a Storm. Like, look, don't get me wrong. Storm's cool. But she's not Spider-Man. The only person that can dethrone, especially even if you want to like have like a minority type of character like Storm who's like black or whatever, the only other black person that's going to be able to overtake Spider-Man is Spider-Man. That's it. The only other person that will take on Spider-Man and dethrone Spider-Man is Spider-Man. That's it. There's no discussion about it. You like, are we kidding me? That's why he's the GOAT. You know, like, Spider-Man is just the GOAT. And that's all she wrote. Those are the soap shoes, by the way. Pretty cool, right? That they have that audio. Pretty cool, right? Yeah. Talk about those X-Men in general that aren't just traditional heroes. They have to deal with bigotry and are constantly in danger, so that will put them in tough positions. Yeah. But my thing is, like, I kind of understand where, like, Magic comes from in a way, because Magic is like, you know, she's an overseer of hell, right? So it's like, imagine this, like, she probably sees a lot of those hateful people end up in hell anyway. So to her, it's probably like, well, we know where they're going to go. Let's just send them there faster kind of thing. You know, she probably sees, I don't know for sure. I haven't actually picked up a Magic comic. I need to, because I'm really starting to get interested in her after Marvel Tokon. But it's like, I can imagine that she probably sees a lot of them end up in limbo. And she's probably like, you know what? Let's just kill these people because we know where they're going to end up anyway. If I knew that they were going to end up in heaven, then I wouldn't, you know, kind of thing, I guess is the best way to put it. Loot hack. Alright, cool. But yeah, no, I don't know. Wolverine's just, he's always just kind of like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because, like I said, I'm a Spider-Man fan. I grew up watching Spider-Man, all this other stuff and whatnot. So, like, to me, the idea of what a hero is and should be, I'm very rooted in that, as well as, like, literally one of my favorite characters in fiction is not even just Spider-Man, but Sonic, Deku, all of these people, very selfless people. Like, I mean, Sonic, I'll say this, out of all of them, Sonic is probably the most selfish out of all of them, and that's saying something because he's like, it's a small amount of selfishness. Like, I wouldn't, a lot of people are like, oh well, Goku's selfish for the tournament of powers. Like, I wouldn't even really say it's selfish. He's just dumb. Like, that's really all that is. He's just really dumb, and he's like, you know what, I just want to do this because I want to fight people, but also, like, this could be a good way to, you know, meet other universes and connect more people and stuff. Like, in a way, like, you know, and it's not him being, it's just him being dumb. It's not him really being, like, super selfish or whatever. But like Sonic is, like, the only person I would say that, like, and it's very little selfishness, but, like, he's, like, the only person that, like, he just does what he wants because he does it for himself because he wants to be free. Like, that's really all it is for him. Yeah, get shredded. That's just me, though, I think. But Deku and Spider-Man can occasionally be selfish, but it really depends on the situation and how you provoke him, I guess, in some ways. Like, if Peter's coming after you, it's different. Spider-Man is different from Peter Parker kind of thing, right? But if you, Deku, there is not a selfish bone in that kid's body. There is not a single selfish bone in that kid's body at all. It's actually, so he's just such a good character, bro. It inspires me. Inherently rooting the anti-hero. Anti-heroes need to learn to channel their... Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I like anti-heroes. One of my favorites are Venom. But it's like, the thing with Venom is, like, I expect that from Venom, whereas, like, Wolverine, you could argue that he is an anti-hero, but a lot of people classify him as a hero. If he was already classified as an anti-hero, it would be different. Because it's like, you look at Deadpool, you look at Punisher, you look at Venom. All three of those characters are characters that are already classified as, quote-unquote, anti-heroes. Those are, like, people that, like, when I see Punisher killing people, and I see Deadpool killing people, and I see Venom killing people, especially because Venom's killing criminals, like, I expect that. Because, like, Wolverine, like, don't get me wrong, like, he'll kill mostly criminals, but he has been known to kill just random civilians that haven't really done anything just because they provoked him. So he'll do that. He's not above or below that. He'll do it if he wants to. Whereas, like, Venom, yeah, when he first, like, was starting out, he definitely did that. But now it's like, he's lethal protector, you know, so he'll just eat villains and stuff like that, and kind of, especially after he, like, reset the universe and everything and became, like, completely good, he's pretty much only exclusively eating villains. So, and then Deadpool kind of just does what Deadpool's a gray area for sure, and then Punisher's also exclusively villains pretty much, but it's like Deadpool's kind of a gray area because he'll hurt heroes if he really wants to. But Deadpool's just Deadpool, really, so it's just different. Look, Deadpool kind of gets a pass because he's funny, all right? And let me tell you something. This dude is hilarious on Marvel Tokon. He is actually this might be the funniest iteration of Deadpool ever. I got Sonic rings knocked out of him. Oh, I'm dead. Yep. I'm dead. Good thing I extracted that because I knew. I'd say it's fundamentally an anti-hero. I mean, it makes sense, don't get me wrong. I can see where people say that, but, like, my main issue with that is that most iterations of Wolverine and others classify him as a hero. I've always seen these, like, you know how like people like make these like charts of like classifications of like where heroes lie and then where villains lie, and then there's the middle ground, which is the anti-heroes. I've never once, except for maybe once in my life, seen Wolverine classified in the anti-hero category. I've never seen him classified there. I've always seen him in hero category. But then again, I grew up in the early 2000s when he was like the face of Marvel, so like of course they wanted to make him like a hero and kind of things, like, so that probably makes a lot of sense too, that, you know, I grew up in the early 2000s where he was considered mostly a hero and people liked him as a hero and stuff like that. So he was different back then. He was different at that time, I guess is the best way to put it. FortNite been through a storm or two. But it's also like, I think it also just has to do with origin too, because it's like I said, I can make sort of an exception for someone, say Venom, because Venom inherently is technically already evil, kind of. Like symbiotes, I wouldn't even say symbiotes aren't necessarily evil, but they're not necessarily good either. They're just mainly these just sentient alien beings that kind of just harbor and exasperate your true feelings. And then they share a hive mind, which means depending on who any of the symbiotes out in the hive mind of the multiverse have bonded with, they probably pick up on a lot of that. And you gotta think about it like this. He bonds to Spider-Man, and although Spider-Man is, you know, strong and a hero and he wants to do good, that's a part of him. But the reason Spider-Man is being mean is that's how he really feels deep down inside, and the symbiote is bringing that out, and so the symbiote copies that the more it bonds with him. And so of course that makes Venom more evil by default, technically, because of that. And then once they separate, one, not only does Venom feel betrayed because you know, of separation, but of the Peter rejecting him, but it's like he finds somebody that also Peter screwed over while he had the symbiote on him, and so he wants to screw him over. And so of course he already pretty much just, as soon as he turns into actual Venom, he already wants to be evil. And then, but he still, that's something that's always been about Venom, that a lot of movies that have tried to tackle Venom, or a lot of iterations of Venom, or like shows and stuff like that, have always left out about Venom. In the comics, Venom, although is evil, still wants to do good to impress Spider-Man, so Spider-Man would take him back. Like that's Venom's whole thing. That's like up until the universal reset, where like he was with the Guardians of the Galaxy for a while, and then he like completely reset the universe. Up until that point, his whole goal for just being good and a lethal protector was simply to impress Peter and make Peter take him back. He did not care for Eddie Brock that much, which is why Venom could be the strongest symbiote, and is now, because he actually gets along with Eddie. But before that, he wasn't the strongest symbiote because he couldn't get along with Eddie, because he didn't really care what Eddie wanted. He was just bonding with Eddie because Eddie was the only one that would take him. And yeah, he liked Eddie, but he didn't really care what Eddie wanted. He just wanted Peter to take him back because he actually liked Peter. He wanted him to take him back. That's his whole thing. That's what he wants up until he gets reset in the Guardians of the Galaxy stuff. By saving the universe. He basically saves the universe from exploding by sacrificing himself, but since he can literally come back to life, it just completely resets the universe, basically. But either way, I digress. It's still, like, that's why, like, that was Venom's whole existence, his whole reason for being the way he was. Is it's not even like, oh, well, you know, and like, even then, Peter would never take him back because he knew, like, Peter knew that was his true feelings that were coming out of the suit. So he knew, it's like deep down, it's like, yeah, I do sometimes, I feel, it's like, I don't want to kill these people, but I feel like maybe I should sometimes, because then the problem is solved, right? So then it's like, I don't want to take you back because that's how I feel. And Venom is doing what I truly feel like, which Venom thinks is the right thing to do, which is kill these people because I feel like this is the right thing to do. What in the world does that sound? Is that the water? That's just kind of how I see it with Venom. Like he's very much like, oh yeah, like these people, like, you know, I want you to take me back. But the more he kills and the more he does it, the more Spider-Man, aka Peter, will always turn him away because oh, you know, this is how I truly feel. I can't take you back because I know I'm going to make more mistakes than I actually should. I guess is the best way to put it. I don't know if that makes any sense. That's just kind of what I've always gathered from Venom, because I actually read Venom comics. I do. Do I have my Venomverse comic here? I don't think I do. I have a Spider-Man comic here, but my Venomverse comic might be packed away because I have stuff packed in a shed. Low-key. Might as well. Oh, that shadow's so low. Yeah, there you are. You were so low! How in the world? Better than making it. I liked it, but I didn't at the same time, because here's my thing. I just recently finished replaying the game, and I'm going through a new game plus right now. I like the choice of Harry as Venom because it's interesting, because it makes Green Goblin. It's gonna make Green Goblin's just like, because here's the thing. Green Goblin hates Spider-Man, but he only hates Spider-Man because of the way that people worship Spidey, and that's it. That's the only reason he hates him. This will make the way they end it off, and you can obviously tell he's going to be Green Goblin in Spider-Man 3. It's going to make his hatred for Spider-Man more justified. And then it's also going to make it more surprising when we know he's going to figure out that Spidey is Peter. But I'll say the one thing I didn't like about him being Venom was that Harry initially was a really good guy. Like, he was a really good, like, just stand-up guy. There was no way he was going to be able to handle, like... And the thing that I've gathered about Insomniac's version of Venom is that the symbiote is already just evil. It's not like, oh, this is bringing out his true feelings. And yeah, they kind of brought that out. They kind of brought that out in the way of, like, showing it in that the Peter's mind when he gets the anti-venom, because I do like that they made him anti-venom, which is cool. So now he just permanently has symbiote powers, which is really cool. But they made it that way, and then, but also they literally, and I'm pretty sure Insomniac themselves said, like, yeah, Venom was just already evil. Like, why? Symbiotes aren't necessarily evil, but they're not good either. They just kind of bond to the person, and it's kind of just GG's from there, really. Because it's like, the only reason Carnage is pure evil is because he's freaking bonded to a serial killer. Toxin, the son of Carnage, is probably the only symbiote that got bonded to anybody and started good and was good because he bonded to a cop who actually was a good guy with good intentions. And I mean, don't get me wrong, Spider-Man's a good guy with good intentions, but deep down, he has thoughts that make him feel a different way, which is why Venom ended up turning evil in the first place. And eventually, Venom became good, so we have actual two really good, like, symbiotes that are actually just good through and through. But for the most part, most of them are evil. So maybe I should become a Marvel YouTuber. What do y'all think, chat? I obviously know my stuff, right? I say as I'm playing as Sonic the Hedgehog in FortNite. Massive step back from... Yeah, I mean, I agree. I'll say this. Spider-Man 2's plot is really good. All the way up until Kraven dies. Once Kraven, like, dies and Harry gets Venom... Like, don't get me wrong, that is one of the best missions in the game where you get to play as Venom. But right when Harry dies... Like, right when Harry becomes Venom and Kraven dies, that's when the story takes a nosedive. before that, the story's actually really good, really solid. It just takes a nosedive right at that point for me personally. But in terms of the other two games, still doesn't hold a candle. In fact, if you were to give me the whole first two acts of Spider-Man 2 and still compare it to the entirety of Spider-Man... Now, I'll say this. The whole first two acts of Spider-Man 2 is better than Miles. But it's not better than Spider-Man PS4. No way is it better than Spider-Man PS4. It's just not. Hi, how are ya? You know what? I'm gonna grab this shotgun, bro. Yeah, and Miles' story is good too in Miles Morales, but the first half of Spider-Man 2, the first two acts of Spider-Man 2 is just marginally better than the first than all of Miles' story. I think Miles' story suffers because it's just too short. That's my opinion on that. But other than that, what the frick is this? Okay, well, it's a button and it didn't really do anything, I don't think, but... Shut up, Tails. Nobody asked you. I like how they're like, oh, you need to get over the wall. Like I don't have movement. Ooh, I gotta blasted your head off. Reload. Reload. Nice. Good stuff. Venom. Got that venom. So has problems, like the intro. Damages Peter, Miles, Haley, and Genki as characters. None of them think to come up with an excuse for Peter's absence, even though there's an easy lie to make. That's true. 100% I can agree with that. I will say, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna be out here talking about one of those people like, oh, the game's woke and they did it because it's woke, but I genuinely do not think anybody would disagree with me when I say they nerfed the crap out of Peter in this game. Holy, they nerfed him just to make Miles look way better. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Miles, he's cool, but he has more powers than Spidey, but he's just not better than the OG. Even he himself says it. He's not better than Peter. He's just not. He literally isn't. And like, Peter, well, he's the one I've always grown up with. I've grown up with Spider-Man before the Spider-Verse was even a thing. I have always been a Peter guy through and through. I always will be. I like the other Spider-Men or Spider people. Honestly, I'm kind of oversaturated on Spider-Verse. They've just been pushing it so hard for the past like 10 to 15 years that I just don't care for Spider-Verse that much anymore. Like, it was cool at first. Now it just doesn't really matter to me. But Miles needed help with something, and I went to go help him. We were chased off by sand creatures, and I was trying to keep him safe, and Miles would easily cover for that lie. That's true. Literally, you could have done that. You could have been like, yeah, the sand creatures came here and dragged me off. But bro said I forgot something in my car. Good. I forgot something in my car. I don't know. I just... It's kind of hard to talk about. It really is, because P being nerfed, both Peter and Miles are nerfed to Spider-Man. Nah. Peter is nerfed like crazy in Spider-Man 2. Miles literally gets buffed in every way. He gets all these cool anime references. Like, he literally gets a daggum Dragon Ball reference and he gets a daggum Dragon Ball reference and My Hero reference all wrapped into one in his fight with Peter. He literally just is immune to symbiotes almost practically. He also literally, for some reason, his bioelectricity seems, it's not like weak, but it does a lot of damage to symbiotes for some reason. Like, are you kidding me? But fire, which is like a known weakness of the symbiotes, doesn't do anything to Venom. He's just immune to it, which I kind of like that they did that. It is kind of cool, I won't lie. But like, no, they buffed the crap out of Miles in this game. Like, he was already pretty strong in Miles Morales, but they buffed him like crazy. And he gets the new bioelectricity, which makes him even stronger. It's like, dang. He did not need to do all that. Clearly did not. But they did. But they did. Peter, like, there's so many, like, okay, anytime he fights Venom, that makes sense, because Venom is immune to his spider sense, so that, to me, makes sense. But anytime he literally was fighting anyone else, unless it was, like, for the bit, where, like, that one part where he's like, I'm all out of honey, and he let himself get hit, unless it was for the bit, he was getting hit by stuff that, realistically, should not. The alibi for Peter on the way to fight Sam, I know, they don't, they're just like, yep, get to action. But to be fair, it is a really hype intro, but like they never ever like Peter, there's so many things that, like, Miles, his spider sense for some reason just detects it from a mile away, and then Peter's like, nope, I didn't detect that and I get hit. Like, you're telling me dude jumped off the building in the Sandman fight and got wrapped up in the tornado? How? There's twice. Okay, he goes in straight into Sandman's face thinking it was going to do something, and it doesn't do anything, and he said that was his idea, and we know this dude's got an IQ of 250. And then we also see him go like, oh yeah, let me get hit by lightning. Twice! His spider sense protects him from stuff like that. He should be able to dodge it. He's faster than lightning. And he doesn't do it. There's so many times he could have dodged something and he just doesn't do it. Or his spider sense just doesn't trigger. Like, the symbiote, you could argue, like, yeah, he was letting himself get hit because he knew he could tank it with the symbiote. But there's so many times where that was not the case and he literally just needed to dodge and he just doesn't. Like, it's actually frustrating. Hey, still a W game, though. Yeah, you got the same strat, don't you? Also worse in this game compared to Miles Morales. Black Cat, even though she lied about having a son to Peter just to steal money. I don't know. Miles feels about the same. And you can also just make the assumption, like, think about it like this. I don't think Peter really, first of all, he doesn't really know anything about Black Cat. So on the one hand, like, that's different. But also, like, I don't think he really, like, I don't think Peter probably went out of his way, aside from, oh, don't trust her. Like, I don't think he ever really went out of his way to tell him about the events of the DLC. I don't think he did that. Hi. What is it? Oh, 1-up? He just gave it to himself? Okay, bro. Yeah, the only shotgun's pretty fire, I ain't gonna lie. I'm starting to like this thing. Can you reload faster? Good Lord! Nope. I'm dead. He's too trusting of Black Cat. My thing with Black Cat though too, like that's what I'm saying. Like she lied to Peter, but she lied to Peter, not Miles. Miles doesn't know anything about Black Cat. Answer a phone call interview in the middle of a hostage situation. Lazarus taking Miles needs to keep things as quiet as possible, not to get the hostage killed. I mean, yeah, but that's just like regular like Spider-Man shenanigans, you know? Like that's just kind of normal for Spider-Man. I mean, think about it. Like, you know how many times Peter does that in the first game? Like that one's just kind of like I get it. Don't get me wrong. I get where you're coming from, but that one, like, you can't really say anything because Peter does the same thing in the first game a lot. He literally does it. He literally does it in the. I mean, I get it's different because he kind of already knew Jeff, but he does it with Jefferson Davis whenever he's in the construction site, the Fisk construction site where the demons are. He does it plenty of times with MJ where he's supposed to be silent with like the demons and stuff like that. Heck, MJ calls Peter in the middle of Grand Central Station. Like, there's so many times that you know, Peter does the same thing. So that's not really saying much, to be honest with you. It's really not. All right, I think I'm gonna play like 1 or 2 more games, and then I'm gonna end stream because I have somewhere to be in a little bit. So I'm gonna have to go, and I'm in streaming. And don't worry. Videos will be coming this week. I know videos have been a little lacking, but I've just, like I said at the beginning of the stream, I've just been kind of prioritizing, you know, actual life stuff. Because, like, not that I wasn't like, it's not like I was like falling behind on my job or anything like that, but I just was generally just kind of, I needed to kind of focus more in on my job and stuff. And because, like, YouTube was getting to a point where I was focusing more on this and not caring about my job, and it was kind of causing me to not do the best I could to my ability in my actual job, and that needed to stop. So I've just been kind of locked in on my job, so I'm gonna try to keep that. Oh, but as for doing stuff just to save lives of Spider-Man, I mean, you're not wrong. But I will say as a caveat, this version of Spider-Man seems to be more like honest kind of like Peter. Like he's more like, he doesn't really like having to lie to people like that. Like, I mean, no version of Peter really likes to, but like this Spider-Man seems like he's more honest about stuff, I guess. You want to shoot at me? Okay. The British person. British! It's a British... Hold up. Yeah. Get pickaxed, loser. Absolute. Let's see if we can find us a gold fishing spot. For those scenarios, both Jefferson Davis and MJ's calls generally are not super loud, distracting, and are usually about the task at hand rather than about the other half of his life. Fair. But also, like, I think what you're trying to also imply is that, like, on the phone call, people can hear who he's talking to on the phone when like it's in his mask, so it's not like anybody can actually hear the phone. Like, sure, could they hear Spider-Man? But I will also say this: depending on the location that they are in, it could be argued that yes, Miles is whispering and he probably shouldn't be, but he's a lot high. Like it's different when you're like you're whispering and you're like behind the person, like they're gonna hear you whispering, right? Because you're whispering like right behind them. Whereas like you're sitting up on like a little rafter, like you're whispering. It probably takes somebody with really loud hearing or like really good hearing to hear somebody sitting up in the rafters whispering to somebody on the phone, right? Like I'll give that the benefit of the doubt there on some point when necessary, and they were working together for disarming a bomb. Yeah, that's fair too. But like there's still been plenty of times where, you know, Peter has done that same thing, but it's like at the same time I really think it's like also like you have to remember in that hostage situation they're literally outside of New York. Like they're in New York City where like you're always hearing something. So I doubt that Miles whispering is really like, I don't think they're gonna hear it because like, you know, you're gonna hear cars, you're gonna hear people honking their horns, you're gonna hear all kinds of stuff when you're in New York. So I really doubt that those guys would have heard it. So in that kind of like if he was indoors, I'd be like, yeah, okay, that's kind of crazy. But it's like he's literally outside where like you can probably hear people walking by, you can hear cars, you can hear, you know, whatever, you can hear all kinds of noises where it's like it's going to make it harder to hear somebody whispering, especially outside, because you don't have anything for noise to bounce off of, because it just goes out into the open air and that's it, you know. So a lot different in that context, I feel like, too. Okay, I grabbed this fishing rod to fish with and I didn't end up fishing in a spot that was golden, so I'm kind of a loser. But what's new, right? I'll take those. Shorty trifling. She look like she a chug splash. I don't need the fishing rod. Why is there a... Okay. Well. I'm not gonna complain. I'll just take it for now. Dude, they need to unvault snipers so bad, dude. If I blew his head smooth off... Oh my goodness, I could blow his head smooth off. And it wouldn't even be funny. I'm not talking about them hearing the call itself. I believe they can hear the call. But what I don't buy is that Miles is answering a call that is a distraction, which can get the hostage killed. That's fair. But also, like, Spider-Man's kind of, like, trained to multitask, too. So there is that. And it's not like he, you know, he probably does. I mean, obviously, Miles is less experienced than Peter is. But he's still, I mean, he does it a lot in Miles. So it's not like he isn't already kind of a little bit trained for it, you know. Remember doing an over-the-phone college interview isn't the same as working together to disarming a bomb. I mean, that's fair. Look, I wouldn't know anything about that. I didn't go to college, all right? Oh, I know they're mad. That's why I'm doing this. Dang! Look at all this stuff! Give me the crown. Give me this. Okay. Get rid of you. Frick you. I don't need you. I literally do not need you anymore. Like, you are literally the most useless thing in my life right now. Give me the ranger. Crown sprite. I don't need you either. It's time to win. Y'all ready? Oh, give me speed shooter. Give me speed shooter. Give me speed shooter. First player to activate and override. Let's get it, baby. You give me speed shooter and I'm gonna win. Especially with the minigun, man. Oh, nah. It's over. It's literally over. I've won the game. I've won the game. I have won the game. It's not even funny. I've literally won the game. Y'all can't tell me I haven't won the game already. I can believe that Spider-Man multitasking spectacular when Peter answers a call from Liz, but Spidey is selfless, a college interview. Yeah, but this is also like, it's Miles. Oh. Oh yeah, it's over. Get absolutely shredded, loser. I just got to make sure that my ammo for this is stocked. Ammo full. Okay, cool. I'll still be a little fair to Miles, though, and give him the benefit of the doubt. College is... Look, as much as I don't like college and school and stuff, college is still pretty important. So, like, I don't blame him for wanting to do that, but also he literally just had no time. It's more or less the whole thing. I mean, you gotta think about it. Peter probably did that a lot when he was younger too. It's more or less, it's the whole thing is learning how to balance that kind of life. Like, and Miles is new to it, so he's still trying to learn how to balance that like life. So of course, like, he's gonna do some things in a situation he probably shouldn't. He's like, well, there's really no way to balance this part of my life right now. I need to be able to do this, so let me just take this call, even if it, you know, isn't really beneficial right now, you know. Hey, Mr. Sumida was still a goat though. Bro just got absolutely lit up. Oh, hello. And then I got lit up, so that's great. Oh no, you're just emoting because you want to. Okay. To be fair though, also, like, think about it like this. If the college interview, it's not like, oh, he's helping other people get into college like he was in, you know, No Way Home. All his friends already got into college. So in this case, it also just doesn't matter if that's being selfish or not. He just wants to be able to go with his friends, you know, like, all his friends already got into college. They did the job. They did their job. It's just him doing his, you know. I'm gonna make this the last game, and then we're gonna end stream. Hey, we got a dub on stream, so I'm happy about that. And we've gotten close a few times as well, so that's also really good. I feel like people play Fortnite better when they're just yapping, you know? Like, I don't know. That's just something I've always noticed. And you know what? You know what? I won the last game when I went to Green Hill. So let's go to Green Hill again, because I know I'll win. Well, one of I could totally buy Miles picking up that phone call. It would easily be an emergency, and Genki was for making him answer that call. I mean, I guess. Well, didn't he kind of like try to stop him anyway? He was like, Genki, right now is not the time. So like, to be fair, it's not really his fault. You know, if that's the case, and Genki was like, here, I got him for you, then it's like, okay, that's not really his fault. He kind of just has to do. Even Sumida was like, it seemed like you were busy, you know, like, I don't know. It seemed like you were busy. Like, let me, you know. Like, let me, you know, call you back another time and we'll do this another time. So it's not even like it was totally his fault. Because it was more like, Genki, don't do this. Not right now, you know, kind of thing. Genki! What the frick? Game, stop lagging. Could have been done way too early. I've never used this Tetris Shrift, by the way. So we're about to figure out what it does. Actually, it would be hilarious if I just put down the Tetris Shrift right here. So that way when somebody's like running, they just run into it and they're like, what the frick? I am lagging like a mofo right now, by the way. That's crazy. I'm gonna go down this. Poor reception, I guess. I love destroying stuff with the minigun. Oh, there you are. Freaking sunflower in my way, bro. We'll 100% win the game if I'm in daggum Green Hill, bro. That's for sure. I'm about to lock in, Chad. I gotta lock in. We're gonna win this. I've already gotten like 3 wins today, so honestly, I'm really satisfied with that, but could your aim be any worse? The freaking rock! I barely use the Sonic shoes either. Like, I like them, they're fun, but like, holy crap, the homing attack is like so janky in this game. Granted, it's not the actual homing attack, but still. Ba 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 ba. Ma 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 ma. Gotcha. Don't you get some health back for doing the Tetris thing? I think you do. You get some, like, shield and stuff back, right? Yeah, yeah, you do. Yeah, I figured. Remember hearing about that. I was like, don't you get that 8-bit? We get a Smash 6. Sonic needs a rework bloody badly. I don't think we'll get Smash 6. We'll get Smash 6 when Sakurai dies, for sure. But, yeah, I could agree with that. I mean, I'm not a huge, like, Smash person, but I agree with it still. Freaking Sprite following him. The Sprite low-key gave him away. I would be so mad if the Sprite gave me away. Like, it was like following him, bro. It was a Pokemon. Well, the story, Peter was nerfed physically, and Spider-Man 2 and Miles was nerfed mentally. I mean, I guess. I don't know, Miles felt more or less the same to me in that game, but that's just me. Oh, great. Headshot. Oh, nah. This dude thinks he's a god at the game, I can already tell. There's no other reason than because you think you're great at the game that you would choose this. Like, literally no one would choose this. Only person is if they had sniper rifles. The sniper rifles aren't even in the freaking game. They vaulted all of them. But the minute they bring them back, which they probably will mid-season, you already know I won't be one of the first ones using them. Because I'm actually daggum nasty with a daggum sniper. Let's see what we get. Why not? I'll just take a Jonesy Sprite. Get splatted. Full box? No, I'm playing. 5-year-olds whenever they build a wall in a ramp and then they're like, full boxed. Loaded diaper. Storm's not coming yet, but it is out of Green Hill. No! I didn't want to do that. Hold up. I'm trying to get the headshot. Watch this. Ready? In slow motion. Boom, boom, boom. Headshot. I don't think that was actually a headshot, but... Slow motion. I do need some rings. Bloody badly. No 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 no. Freaking, I gotta stop, bro. My autism is showing way too much. I don't have any. Oh wait, I was about to say I don't have any movement. I ain't gonna get over there quick if I don't hurry. That was awesome. Squad speed shooter. Let's do squad speed shooter, low-key. Because then I only benefit from this and nobody else, which means my minigun is going to do so much. Now, if I can get a Tails Sprite, we might actually win the game. The greatest thing about Fortnite, though, is that everybody's so sweaty now that you can literally just be chilling and somebody will, like, find you and try to shoot you. I think I've talked to you before, but no, I haven't. Okay, cool. Oh, boy! Oh, boy! Oh, boy! Oh, hello. Oh, I know he's mad. Oh, I know he's mad. Oh, he had that enhanced assault too. Golden bush. You had a level 4 gold bush. I mean, I don't need this thing, but I'll freaking, why not? Oh, he's gonna be so mad when he watches me extract this thing. I'm sorry, I had to. Oh, I know he's so mad. I know he's so freaking mad. I know bro's absolutely breaking every single daggum button on his daggum controller. I know he's so mad, bro. That junk is so funny to me. I'm sorry. That junk is so funny to me. Look, I have a past of being bullied, bro. I gotta take my internalized trauma out on people, alright? Random kids on the internet. I thought they were better than me. Nobody thinks they're better than me. Oh, what's good? I'm gonna do that. Meaning that playing keyboard punishes a Sonic player. Yeah, he's not up there anymore. We are supersonic now, though. Get cooked. Get cooked, loser. A level 3 jackrabbit? I'll take it, why not? I don't need the power sneakers anymore, they're pretty much low on energy. You're ready for this? Watch this. I'm lagging. Oh my goodness. Did he just lag away? He did. I'll let them kill each other while I heal up. Not all the way, but it'll do for now. It'll do, donkey. Gotcha. It was not expecting the big S, bro. It was not expecting the big S. We got another chug jug too. All right, let's move it. I've never actually played Mega Man. I'm LARPing so freaking hard right now, I ain't gonna lie. I think Mega Man's cool, but I just don't have an interest in playing the games at all. Oh, I see you. Oh, you were up there. Let's go! Game winner, baby. Let's get it. Tail said, look at that. Like, all right, bro. Let's get it. I told you we would win. As soon as I got that daggum. As soon as we got that daggum upgrade for the minigun, I knew he was going to get cooked, bro. I knew he was going to get cooked. Look at that. 2 wins on the stream, and that's 3 wins. That's 4 or 5 wins today I've had, I think. Hey, bro. But that's all from me. I gotta get going. I got somewhere to be later. Appreciate y'all hanging out, asking questions, talking, conversation, all of it. Appreciate it. I'm gonna try to get back onto streaming Saturday consistently again. Hopefully we'll see. I cannot promise, I cannot guarantee. Content should be picking back up though. FortNite videos pretty much all this week, probably. Along with Spider-Man, going to be doing a lot of that as well. So I'm going to be working on videos pretty much tomorrow. I'm going to work on some videos if I don't get going to FortNite as soon as possible. So gonna be getting back onto videos. Content should be picking up a little more regularly now. Like I said, just had to prioritize actual live stuff, you know, and kind of put YouTube on the back burner because I've put YouTube first when I shouldn't have for a while now. So that's stopping now. So let's get some content going in, and hopefully, you know, we'll see a new era. Hopefully we'll see some new stuff, and I'm gonna keep being consistent with the non-Sonic stuff, you know, variety stuff. So yeah, appreciate y'all. Love y'all.